Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice! I am here, Beetlejuice. You call me, I'm here.
Is that a woman's pantsuit?
This is not a woman's pantsuit. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's the brand?
Beetlejuicy. You call Beetlejuice's name 3 times, and I show up when you least expect it. Beetlejuice! Beetle fucking youth!
Ah, no toilet paper?
Here you go, mate. I'll wipe your ass.
Thanks.
You have to train to be Beetlejuice. You have to do pull-ups. Beetlejuice. Sprints. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
You look like Hillary Clinton.
Fuck you.
You look dirty.
Beetlejuice is very clean, okay? I cook too. All night and fuck!
That's where you got it.
Bitch, I am not the one. Don't play with me. I love Mike Tyson.
What up, good people? Whoa. No, not the Bake Up View, the other one. What up, good people? Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. Welcome to the Ain't Money Experience, the podcast unlike any other in the world. Brr, 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 brr. Today is going to be the Halloween edition. Got a couple dope poll. Yo, that was a wild video. I saw that video a couple days ago. I enjoyed it. But what up, Mike? Today's gonna be a Halloween edition. We got a couple great topics, a fun time. Y'all know, first of all, let me start off by asking how y'all doing today. Hope everybody having a good week. My week was the week from hell, but we here. First of all, shout out to rest in peace, shout out to Tiny. Tiny is a friend of the family. One of my mom friends growing up, Wishart Street legend. May she rest in peace. Was always a great spirit. I would be remiss if I didn't start off my show giving her a shout out. But hope everybody week has been going good. Otherwise, y'all know this is the unofficial start of the weekend. Hope y'all enjoying yourselves. If you are here right now, I want to say welcome to the most dangerous podcast network in the world, the big exclusive network. If you have a podcast idea that you would like curated and you need a new home for your podcast, come over to the big exclusive network. Also, if you would like to be a guest, or if you would like to have your product, business, or even your podcast showcase for my spotlight portion of my show, let me know, inbox me. Ladies, you know you can always slide a little couple attachments and come to the front of the line. But hope y'all doing well this evening. Producer, could you bring up my co-host, please?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, y'all?
Doom, 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 doom. The champ is here. Willie, what's
It's
up?
funny. If Kiko watch, he gonna be talking about that. I sent Kiko the video. I got an actual altercation.
I actually tagged him, invited him to come through the night and turn up with the gang. But without further ado, let's jump into that. If it bleeds, it leaves. What up, Tony? Glad that y'all could join me this evening. Now, first and foremost, I want to send a welcome home shout out to the legendary Big Meech. If you are a fan of BMF, you'll know him as Meechy on the show. Also, producer, could you bring up my other guest, please?
Yeah, niggas forget me, man. I don't get on the computer no more. Niggas done forgot I was the co-host. See how you do me?
No,
That's crazy.
what actually happened was you was late.
I was not late, nigga.
If I was James Brown, I'd have texted you $5.
Yeah, hold on. What's good?
What's good though?
What's happening?
So, like I was saying, I want to send a welcome home shout out to the legendary Big Meech. If you are a fan of the BMF show, he is the Meech character. The Meech character is inspired by him. If you know about Big Meech like I know about Big Meech, you know Big Meech from the legendary Smack DVDs of the past, where I was like, why is he showing this much coke on camera? He's going to jail. He said, I got the
Them cars was crazy. I bought that
think
DVD. That joint was crazy.
I think I borrowed the DVD from you.
You had to. That's the joint that had the Cassidy freestyle on there. Remember that joint?
Oh, you know what? I wonder if I could go back and find that joint if the feds didn't scoop them joints up. But I remember he was like, "You see this?" He hit a button. He was a trap door come out. He was like, "We got bricks of coke in here." I was like, "He's going to jail." The feds watch these DVDs too.
Right.
But without further ado, producer, jump into my first video, please.
Having weapons of mass destruction after authorities say he was busted making explosives. Investigators say if the materials combusted, it could have leveled an entire block of homes.
Tonight, our Steve Keeley talked with the suspect's mother, who was living in the home as well, and who says this was all just her son's hobby.
This was a huge danger to the community. A row home possessed explosives that could have leveled a block.
I hear this beeping. I'm like, what is that beeping? I'm looking around. Next thing I come out and I see all the smoke coming from downstairs. Like thick black smoke.
Christina Smith among the terrified nearby neighbors of this Montague Street row house in Mayfair, where they saw all the smoke Friday night and found out today why it was so wise they were all evacuated. A house with what Philadelphia police sources tell me with close to 100 pounds of volatile explosives. How volatile, I asked at a news conference today?
Extremely, Steve. You would have lost the entire block.
So, if you are watching that video for the first time and unfamiliar with the story, in Mayfair in Philadelphia, the feds came in last week and arrested a young man. They said that it was some smoke coming from a house. The young man, they said, had enough explosives in their house to blow up the entire block. The mom said that was just his hobby.
That's wild.
First of all, I want to know how he was purchasing that much explosive and not being reported. Because, nigga, what? Now, Joe, I'm going to ask you first, because if I ask Ron first, I'm going to laugh without getting a question out. Have you ever had a weird-ass neighbor?
I did. I had a weird neighbor.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, the weirdest neighbor I ever had didn't directly live on my block, but I remember when, and this is the Halloween edition, it fits right into the theme of the show. But there was this one guy. It was a murder that happened on the Broad Street line in Logan. They said that at 2 o'clock, a guy walked up the steps. He got shot in the back of the head, and nobody could describe what he looked like. This murder went unsolved for years, at least like 15 years, I believe. And then there was 2 more murders, but one of the murders was on camera. A nurse got shot in the back of the head going to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So they seen the guy on camera. They tracked him down. When they arrested him, they said that he confessed to murdering the guy on a train and murdering somebody else. And the other 2 were unsolved murders. So they were like, well, why did you murder the guy on the train? He was like, well, he was a family friend and I let him borrow money. When I asked for the money back, he basically said like, no, fuck out of here. So I knew he was never going to give me my money, so I killed him. The nurse, he killed the nurse because during some kind of examination at whatever hospital it was downtown, it might have been Jefferson. He said that she exposed him to some radiation and it gave him cancer. So he murdered her. So the people on his block was like, yo, he was a nice dude. He always came out on the street cleaning days. He would say hi, but he wouldn't say nothing else. All we knew about him was that he worked at SEPTA. I would have never thought he was a killer. So, Ron, do you have a weird-ass neighbor?
Yeah, I do. You met him before.
Yeah, Ron had a neighbor.
Yeah, we had a run in a couple days ago.
A run-in.
Oh,
Is that what you calling it, champ?
Don't incriminate yourself, bro. Don't incriminate yourself.
I'm gonna wait till we are in the clear, but that is definitely gonna be a story we're gonna talk about later. But no, Bull was weird.
He weird as fuck.
You know, SEPTA is an interesting group of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird people that work for something.
A lot of weird people and a lot of hoes.
That too.
Oh, wow.
With that being said, let's jump into our next topic.
They fucking.
fucking.
Ryan stamped there. He like, they fucking.
Producer, let's jump into my next video, please.
Here, come say hi. All right. What's up, bro? Heading to the right. To the right. Right to your left. To your left. There you go, man. 2 Chainz, how you doing? What's up? Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? I'm doing good. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I'm Optimus. Okay. My name is Tony. Tony? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Nice to meet you, Tony. Nice to meet you too, buddy. Hey, can you awesome. can you play basketball? Can you shoot like jump shots? Maybe one day. I'll teach you. I'll teach you. Really? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. All right, man. You like Balenciaga? I got an outfit for you. Really? Yeah, I got an outfit for you. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the last week I've seen about 3 different expos that have revealed these what you want to call them? Honestly, I don't know anything else to call them. They've been introducing these iRobots. So we are entering a weird phase in life. These robots are they do certain activities. They have they have mental capacity where they learn and regurgitate different sayings. The shit is wild. So Joe, you want to get you one of them sex robots? I mean, iRobots?
Hey, yo.
Wow. Sex robot. Yo. That's diabolical.
That is diabolical.
You not going to get you one?
I would never see. I'm scared of something that's going to be in your house that somebody else could control because, I wouldn't be able to sleep around that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like I got a Echo. I got a Echo Dot, the Amazon joint, and I don't even plug that joint up. I only plug it up to use it as a speaker. As a wireless, well, not wireless, but speaker. I don't want that type of shit around me, observing my every move, analyzing shit. Like, I don't care how much money I have. I'm not getting a robot.
I got an Echo Dot. I like the Echo Dot. To me, that's cool because it's basically like a talking computer, kind of, I guess. Because you Google something, Google the weather, stuff like that. But actually having something moving around in your house that you can barely control, that I don't know.
That shit. And 2 Chainz talking about, I'm gonna buy you a Balenciaga, buddy. You know Balenciaga? Then you know what that shit reminded me of? You know how you talking to a shorty and she always want the last word?
Hey, stupid.
That shit would not shut up. I noticed every time he says something, it would say something big, and I'm like, yo, he's trying to end the conversation.
Well, you know, they probably tweaked it to where they could actually have more of a conversation, or they had to show like their little prototype, but they probably won't tweak it.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool off the Terminator. I'm cool off Ultron. We gonna be in the fucking end game. Like, I'm good because that shit is going. I just see it going left. Like, I'm waiting for like 6 months from now where like family is slaughtered by a robot.
Right.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I mean, audience, how y'all feel about this? Is that something that you always see yourself doing?
And I had 30,000. I'm not dropping it on a robot.
First of all,
facts.
The Tesla be coming out with outside of the cars that they've been having on the road for like what, the last like 15 years, their product's not really soundproof.
Did you see the Metro van? That van looked all right though.
First of all, I don't want an electric car. I just I'd rather put gas in my car like a normal person.
That car they got, whatever that thing is, it looked like one of Bruce Wayne gadgets. That John, I'm cool off that too. Like, but for me, the price of it is ridiculous. Like, I'm not spending that amount of money.
Yeah, that Cybertruck looked like shit.
Yeah. Like they say, like you can't, like it don't get dents or something like that. But like,
look at
should a person should a not like. So I mean, is that shit like bulletproof? Like, should a regular person, be driving around in something like? Do you really want them Jones in the hood?
Yeah, I heard it's bulletproof.
My car is in the shop because a lady hit me on Saturday. I don't need no car that ain't going to get no dents because I'm accident prone.
We ain't getting into that, but let's just say from back in the day, they've been told us we was gonna have electric robots probably in the crib from the Jetsons days. So yeah.
Yeah, I ain't for
I
it. But with that being said, producer, let's jump into my next video.
You forgive somebody for taking somebody's ass? There's a lot of people out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality. They're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize? Because I see a lot of jokes out there right now talking about baby oil. Everybody got a joke about having baby oil and lube. Is that okay? Do you forgive somebody?
People's butts are being taken. Are y'all cool with people's butts being taken?
Bro, I don't want to hear Ray J talk about asses ever since he told Fab back in the day he was going to get the booty goons on him. I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not even a fan of Ray J. Like,
it's funny because that was a clip that had 4 slides on it, and the first slide was that. That was one of the first internet Bible rants. This reminded me of a Dave Chappelle stand-up joke when he was talking about after 9/11, he turned on CNN and Ja Rule was up there, and he was like, what the fuck is Ja Rule doing up there? Listen, at a time like this, I don't give a fuck what Ja Rule thinks. Ray J, I don't care what you think. I just want to see Ray J at an old school concert with Lil' Kim perform Wait a Minute.
Oh.
That was my shit. No?
Yeah, I'm not a Ray J fan, and I'm not a fan of new Lil' Kim. This is I don't know.
But on another subject, have y'all gotten a chance to see the Menendez brothers docu-series on Netflix?
Yeah, it's very simple.
I haven't.
So they are really making a big push to give them a pill, saying that because they were sexually molested by their father, and the laws are different now for victims of sexual assault, that they should be taken into consideration for an appeal and possible release. How would you all feel about them being released into the public right now?
It wouldn't bother me as long as what they say happened really happened. I think anybody that rapes and molests a kid deserves to die. So if that's what happens, I have no issue with what they did to their parents.
I don't have an issue if it happened. My problem is I don't really believe it happened. I was really skeptical when I'm going back and I'm watching. They released a documentary that they are in charge of, like the creative direction of it on Netflix as well. And I would like to hear from their perspective what they saying happened, because I mean the way the prosecutor on that last episode of the show was talking, I was too young to remember the trial. And they were saying that the trial happened, like their retrial happened after the O.J. Simpson trial. I remember the O.J. Simpson trial vividly. I don't remember this as a kid. I just remember like reading about it, but I don't remember this as a kid.
Me neither.
But also, they've been in jail for 35 years. At this point, they've served a life sentence.
Yeah, it's been that.
Yeah, they've been in jail for 35 years. I mean, it's a double murder, and they've served 35 years. If releasing them to the public takes the burden off the taxpayer, I'm for it, because I'll say personally, I'm not for the death penalty. It's just too many things that could go wrong with like one person. Then I just don't feel like I'm, not to get religious on people, I don't feel like I'm the person to decide if a person should live or die unless you're a pedophile. But yeah, it's been 35 years. If you've been locked up for murder and you hit a 30 piece, let them people go. I mean,
I meant to ask you in the doc, are they saying? I thought they were trying to say that they doing an appeal because they trying to say that they didn't do it. So is it they just appealing it because of the law, or they doing it because they saying they didn't do it?
No, they appealing it saying that they did it because of the sexual abuse.
Okay.
So they not shying away from the fact that they did it. They just saying the sexual abuse was the cause of them doing it. And it's like, even that, at the time they was asleep. It ain't like they was in an act, and it's all premeditated, but also I haven't been in that predicament to tell somebody how they would feel, but the circumstances around it make it kind of shaky as far as like the inheritance and shit like that. But I mean, Big Meech home. He definitely deserved to be home because he had as much time as them, and all he did was serve some pies.
Yo, do you think that Big Meech is pretty much the Pablo Escobar of this generation? Not psychopath wise, but the way that they kind of hero him, I think he is.
Pablo sold way more drugs than him. Like,
I'm not talking about the drug side. I'm just talking about how they kind of hero, like make him like a hero.
I think every generation got one. When you go back to like the 60s and the 70s, you got like Bumpy Johnson Pauls. In the 80s, you got Freeway Rick. What?
Yeah, you ain't shit.
I mean, Bumpy Johnson is a wild name.
Yeah, that is wild.
Yo, 2024 and pause to kill every fucking thing. Niggas got crazy names as pause.
Bumpy Johnson is wild.
I remember Fab on Twitter, he was legendary, and he would have random tweets, and he would have themes to his tweets. So one time he had a bunch of names, and it was like names another man should say, and Bumpy Johnson was one of them. And I was like, I'll never say Bumpy Johnson without saying pause again.
That's wild. Yeah.
But with that being said, producer, let's jump into my next topic, please. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was my funny video of the week. When I tell you, I'm a sucker for them prank videos, but low key, I always feel like that type of stuff is going to happen to me when I walk in the store and they have like them life size action figures. Like, I always feel like somebody is there and they're going to pop up. So I walk past and I be looking at them Jones. All right. But the Jones that got the motion sensors where they jump out at you, now I let a little kid walk in front of me and make sure I walk in a direction that's going to make them walk closer to it. I ain't shit like that. But I definitely don't like walking near them motherfuckers when I am in the store. Sports. Before I get into my usual antics, go Yankees. We up 2-1. No, actually, I think 2-0. 2-0. And we playing game 3 tonight. Yankees going to the World Series. It's going to be the Yankees versus the Mets, another Subway Series, and my Yankees are going to take the championship home. Go Yankees.
You're a Yankees?
Yes. Yes, I'm a Yankees fan.
What's up with you not liking none of your home teams? Like, why don't you just go?
Sixers.
Why don't you go move to New York or something?
I mean, I live in Virginia.
Then move to Boston.
He liked the Yankees. Barely go to New York. He liked the Patriots. Never been to Boston. He liked what's the other team? Oh,
It's crazy. It's crazy because in order to play for the Yankees, you got to have a bald face, and he got a bald head.
You know what? You're number one twice. But also basketball season starts next week. I'm hyped. Paul George needing a knee surgery before the season starts.
Are you serious?
Very 76ers like.
He don't need a surgery.
He don't?
No, he gonna be reevaluated in a week. He hyperextended his knee.
Okay, all right.
We're already starting with the bullshit.
I can live with it. It's better than the injury. But also, y'all know how I like to do when it's sports time. Fuck them Eagles.
Patriots are 1-5.
Yeah, thank you.
We play Sunday at 9:30 in the morning. Holla at us.
Okay.
1-6.
First of all, also the Saints, they definitely doing their thing. Also, the Eagles coach is a nut-ass bull.
Yeah.
He claims he wasn't arguing with the fans on Sunday. He was saying, I did rush the ball. Why are you arguing with fans during the game? Now I can see after the game a couple years ago where he had got mad at the fan and had threw him some roses and said you did. That was actually funny. But
that's crazy.
Dog, it's Philly. You know what you're gonna get as a player and as a coach. But also, I had the pleasure of going to the Eagles tailgate this Sunday. I walked around with my Patriots stuff on, and I got some interesting reactions. When I first got to the stadium and I walked past Xfinity Live, a guy stood up from his table and said, "What the fuck is this guy's problem?" I said, "What?"
I'm surprised you arrived.
He just love controversy. Just to wear his Patriots jacket and hoodie. He just love controversy.
I mean, the only little scuffle it looked like I was going to get in was a drunk fan, but he was drunk and just disrespectful. Not even because I wasn't even wearing my Patriots jacket at that time, but also still fuck you, buddy. But producer, if you had my other video on deck, could you play that, please?
The bars looked when they were first released. Snickers now. Snickers in 1930. Kit Kat now. Kit Kat in 1935. Hershey's now. Hershey's in 1900. M&M's now. M&M's in 1941. Reese's now. Reese's in 1928. Milky Way now. Milky Way in 1923. Butterfinger now. Butterfinger in 1923. Three Musketeers now. Three Musketeers in 1930. Crunch now. Crunch in 1938. Baby Ruth now. Baby Ruth in 1930.
So, gentlemen, were you a big trick-or-treater as a kid?
Nah. Parents hated Halloween, so nah.
Yo, yeah, my parents hated Halloween as well. What about you, Ryan?
Oh yeah, I was definitely a big trick or treater. It's ironic you played that. You know what I'm saying, eating Hershey's.
So what? Well, Joe, even though you wasn't a trick or treater as a kid, honestly, I went trick or treating the first time when I was 14.
You lying?
I swear to God,
that's crazy.
I was showing up. I remember people like, "Ain't you a little big for trick or treating? Do you have any candy?"
Oh, is that what the time you took C6? No, it was 14. My bad.
I was.
I was fired.
No, me and my homie, we used to go trick or treating. I was 15 the last time I went trick or treating.
I'm dead.
When I was 16, I was like, I think I might be a little bit too old to do that now. But Joe, what's your favorite candy?
Crunch. Oh no, favorite one? Reese's.
Reese's. I think it's like a three-way tie for me between Reese's, Snickers, and Reese's, Snickers, and Kit Kats. I was real big on Kit Kats. As an adult, as a kid, my favorite, hands down, was I was a huge trick-or-treater. Still to this day, I take my daughters and her friends. Yeah, that's the one thing about having kids, because I did enjoy the sport of trick-or-treating. So when my daughter was old enough, I would take her, but my daughter was scary as shit. But the best thing about that, taking her trick-or-treating, was my parents' block up the Northeast is like a weirdly shaped block, so it's a lot of houses. So I would take her around, and my daughter don't eat chocolate, so up Northeast they giving out candy bars. They ain't giving out the fun size joints. So I would get happy every time they gave her chocolate. I'm like, yeah, she ain't gonna eat that one. But I did get drunk one time and eat all her candy bars. Well, all her candy, and she was like, she came back to my crib. She was like, "Daddy, where my candy go?" I was like, "Oh, you must have ate it all."
You a terrorist.
Piece of shit.
Big exclusive Butterfingers back in the day. That was that shit.
Yeah. I'm glad my daughter don't watch my podcast, because also I killed your ghost fish when I was drunk and you was a kid. And then when she asked me what happened, I said it died.
Oh my God.
Yeah. My mom was like, "You're not gonna buy her a new one?" I was like, "No, I'm not playing that game. What if I get there and they don't got the same color one? I'm not going around every PetSmart until I find the color of beta fish she had. I'm not doing that shit."
Somebody leaked this episode of CC.
Yo. I mean, that was my past. Ryan, what about you? What's your favorite candy?
Probably Hershey with almonds. I like Butterfingers, but my go-to is Hershey.
You like Hershey with almonds?
Yeah, with almonds.
Yo, remember that episode of Martin when he went to the DMV? He was like, "You almondy."
Everybody be just in that Martin jaw. That's the first thing I thought about.
He was like, "You like my little almond joy."
I used to like not Butterfinger. I used to like M&M's, but I don't mess with M&M's anymore because they got Red 40 in them.
They got what?
Red 40. Red 40.
What's that?
Is it related to E40? Both of your reaction.
No, it's like a dye. It's like a dye, like a food dye that like is linked to like cancer and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit that's going to catch up to us in old age from when we was younger. But with that being said, let's jump into that lounge talk. Now, beans though, this is a Halloween edition. We'll start off with something from our wine cooler topic, Halloween related. Fellas, what's your favorite scary movie?
I hate scary movies. I don't like none of them.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, what you like? You sleep with the lights on too?
Yo. Nah, he got a little nightlight.
Yo, I'm done, yo.
Cuz got sports on all night.
Yo, that's wild as shit. But Halloween, that's a good one. Halloween was never really, like, even as a kid, Halloween was never scary to me.
Scary movie, that's probably my favorite. From a kid, probably Child's Play. And as an adult, what's the joint I like? I liked it. I thought it was more funny than anything. Us. I thought Us was hilarious, but it was supposed to be.
I think
Us kind of like
that's
trying to make it crazy, but it was
Yeah.
It's more like suspense.
You want to get crazy? We can get crazy. That shit was like, oh, wait, no,
worse.
I think as a kid,
it.
I think Nightmare on Elm Street was the movie. I remember like the first July 14th. I mean July Friday the 13th. I can remember like my older cousins all just like, yo, y'all know it's July. I mean this Friday the 13th, and I was like, what's that? They was like, it's like all my older cousins that lived on my grandma's block was all like 4 to 8 years older than me. So when I said that, they was all like, oh, you don't know what Friday the 13th is? When I tell you they sat there and made me watch every scary movie and I couldn't go to sleep. So even when they went to sleep, I'm still sitting there watching scary movies because I don't know where the remote is. And I'm not about to turn off the TV. They started off with the first Jason, which as a kid was scary as shit. I'm talking about like 6 or 7 years old. Then they went to Nightmare on Elm Street. So now I'm definitely scared to go to sleep. Then on top of all of that, they wanted to put Child's Play on, which was the least scariest, but I'm scared as shit and I'm not going to sleep at this point. Man, I think by the time I actually went to sleep, the sun was up.
Yo, it was scary as hell. Like when I was a kid, I think it was scary. Like
you know, I didn't watch it until I was an adult. This girl that I was dating, she said it was her favorite movie, so I had bought it for her. We sat there and watched it. That was a horrible movie.
I mean, looking back on it, but as a kid, that shit was fucking terrifying.
I think it's wild that they played that movie on network TV.
Yeah, like it used to come on like with commercials and shit. Like that shit was wild.
Yo, it was originally like it was straight to TV, but I was like, yo, the fact that they was playing this on TV is kind of wild.
Like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
But I think as an adult, damn, what's the name of that movie? Damn, along with the Halloween episode, it's a full moon outside. Some weird shit finna happen tonight. Not going outside after this podcast. But also before I jump into my lounge topic, are you gentlemen going to any Halloween parties this year?
Probably not. Because I usually try to get like a little costume and then just go out somewhere, but probably not.
Shout out to Big Ro. I saw him send a like on the Facebook group. But I am dressing up this year. I'm gonna be shout out to Nah. I ain't forget about you. I'm gonna buy my ticket soon. I procrastinate. And plus, my daughters and her mother been hitting me up every day for random money. So, yes, the Halloween party last year was epic. I dressed up as Arthur. I had a yellow sweater. I had my glasses. I was Arthur last year. It was lit. But this year, I'm actually going to be Sub-Zero.
You told me that. I was like, that's fire.
Yeah, what am my costume today? I'm going to be Sub-Zero for Halloween. So, and producer, you could drop the line, and you could drop the line for the good people if they want to join in for this topic, because it's not a deep topic, but it goes along with the theme of Halloween. Gentlemen, have you ever been ghosted?
Definitely.
Bitch.
Yeah, definitely. This happened. The wine hit hard, nigga. Pause.
Wow. No, the way Ron said, bitch. But audience, definitely chime in because I think this is a funny topic. So, Ron, when were you ghosted?
Damn, maybe like a year ago, about some girl I was talking to that I wasn't even that interested in. Like I had no intentions with it, but I just like I think it might have been an ego thing. Like one day we it was like mid conversation. Well, not mid conversation, but I had like responded and the shit just went green. And then she blocked me on social media. I really didn't do that. It was just like regular, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
you fancy Mr. Never Been Ghosted. But yeah, what about you, Joe?
Yeah, I've been ghosted before. It was like probably years ago. Have a good conversation, then out of nowhere, never got no text, no nothing, not even a DM, man. But yeah, it happened to me.
I got ghosted by oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. My bad, El Presidente. I forgot you, big exclusive network tonight. But I actually got ghosted by a cougar.
They do that? That's a rare one.
I've actually talked about her on the show before, but we was kicking it, and we like everything was really good. We went on a first date, hit it off, went back to the crib. We sat there, we was watching videos on YouTube, talking. Then I had played City of God for her. She had never seen it before. I think the only thing that was a little odd was I wasn't that much older than her kids. So like her oldest son was 27, and at the time I was like 33. So it was like a little, like I came over and me and her son talking. Also, her son was the dumbest person I've ever met. He said that he said that he needed his passport for. It was weird because her oldest son was very dumb and her youngest daughter was brilliant. It was a weird gap between their like intellect. But he said that he needed a passport to go to Miami. I was very confused. I was like, so like where he going to after he go to Miami? She was like, he's going to Miami. I was like, so what island is he flying to that he needs his passport? She was like, he thought Miami was an island. I was like,
Cole, you stupid.
Right.
Second one, the shorty, we was actually together and she ghosted me. We was together for like a couple months at that point. And no, he wasn't headed to Cuba. What up, Mac? He was just a dumbass. But yeah, I was sitting here and I'm hitting the shorty up and she just not responding back. And I'm like, yo, why she not responding back? So I actually met her through another friend and I'm like, yo, you talk to your friend? And she like, no. So for like 2 weeks, we like both hitting her up. She not hitting nobody back. So I want to say it was like a couple months later that she finally responded. And it was like, I didn't even do nothing to you. She was like, no, it wasn't you. She really just had like a mental breakdown. That's why like I actually need to start doing this again. I kind of fell off with it. But when I'm dating somebody, I ask them where they're at with their mental health, because this one girl, she had like 6 friends that she talked to every day. And 5 of those friends were pregnant by people they should have been pregnant by. The other friend that wasn't pregnant was going through a divorce, and it was like, yo, that's a lot. Like everybody calling you every day with these depressing stories. Why are you like I mean, I don't think it's intrusive if we're dating because I want to know like where you are. Like, I'm not asking you like, are you down and out? But in the event that life starts to get rough, do you have a coping mechanism?
Right.
Do you seek therapy if you need it?
That's important.
Like
I like it's never too late because you at least want to say something before it becomes too late. Hopefully it doesn't, but yeah, you definitely want to say something.
Yeah, and I mean, I've dated people where they were like going through meltdowns in the midst of us dating and not quite in a relationship yet. And I've asked like, yo, like, let's talk. Like, what's going on? Like, how can we get past this? Because I think the army kind of made me very it puts me in a space where I'm very much so a problem solver. So I don't sit and wallow in pity when life get rough and I got stuff going on. It might become like a little too much, and I'll give myself a day to just like, I'm not dealing with this. But the next day, I'm dealing with it, whatever it may be. And I mean, that's not always the healthiest because I know I also deal with like death like that, which isn't necessarily healthy, but it's just I'm just problem solving oriented. Have you? I just don't wallow in whatever issues are going on. But yeah, I would say I got ghosted twice. Anything outside of that was probably just neither one of us was really feeling each other, whatever.
Yeah, I think sometimes it do be like I think ghosting is like if you really talk to somebody, y'all like y'all talk to each other regularly and then they just disappear as opposed to like somebody I might text 2 or 3 times a week, good morning, and it's 3 or 4 sentences and I keep moving and then I just stop hitting them up. Like that's totally different. Like people I can only be ghosted by somebody that I got the ability to FaceTime. I'll say that. Because I think that's a good point. Yeah, that's a different level.
The weirdest thing about the cougar that ghosted me is we had a conversation about ghosting. And she was like, I don't understand ghosting. Like, that's a young people thing. She was like, I don't understand why y'all do that because, like, just be an adult. And if you're not feeling a person anymore, tell them. Or if you don't want to be bothered, tell them that too.
That's why I surprised when you told the older lady that did it because I'm like, usually that's not really something older women would do. You get what I'm saying? So
the fact
is she still alive?
What'd you say?
Is she still alive?
Yeah, I double checked that too because she was supposed to have a procedure, and I was actually like telling her like, "Hey, hope everything goes good with your procedure." Then after the procedure would have took place, I'm hitting her up. She not answering. So 2 weeks later, I'm like, "Are you alive?" Not answering. Then I want to say a little while later, I got like "I'm okay" text message. Bitch, at this point you could die. I don't care no more.
Yeah, I hope your fucking stitches fall out, bitch.
Yeah.
Damn,
where you got that cut get infected, so they gotta go back in and do some extra procedure.
That's just
hope the doctor left his scalpel inside you.
A scalpel inside you is crazy.
Wow.
I know I wanted to put my scalpel inside her.
I'm done with this ball.
Wait, whoa. Hold on, OJ. Oh, my God.
Told you it's the Halloween episode. But with
the thoughts and expressions of Aunt Money in no way, shape, or form reflect a safe space for men.
Funny coming from you, champ. Hey, tell me, if you're stealing packages, don't steal them off a Ron porch. But
don't do it.
They try to do that, bro. Damn.
I would talk to you on the side.
All right, cool.
But with that being said, producer, let's jump into that spotlight. All right, so first I'm gonna say, let's put the spotlight on my man Ryan. My man Ron is over there. He is cooking. He is telling me that he got some dope ideas. I can't wait to the return of a safe space for men. Like I could say, looking at all three of us on the screen, all of our podcasts all have a different theme to it. Over here, you want to get a little seriousness, a little wretchedness. We're going to have fun. I'm just going to say whatever. With Joe like a fucking walk-in episode of Martin, because Joe's a walk-in network in himself. He got like about 4 different shows. With Ryan, you're going to get a lot of perspective. You want to get a lot of transparency. I mean, he's a lot more honest than I ever would be on camera. It's been a couple times. There's been a couple times that I've done Ryan podcasts, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I got self-control.
Ryan got the 8K.
And you know what? I'm still mad at my baby mom about that when I'm on Ryan podcast. But tell them about. Just give the people a short glimpse of what you got cooking for the return of a safe space for men.
So I'm working on. Actually, I've got this weekend. I got 3. I'm doing 3 recordings this weekend. One with you. I got one I'm doing with my brother who's a chef. He got a really interesting story I want to tell. He's doing like really major things. He's like a hood chef, but he's doing like big shit. Like honestly, like literally from like he lives right around the corner. I'm on 2nd Street. He on 7th. You might know him. Chef Ricky. A lot of people know him. He got like 13,000 followers on Instagram. He's cooking for a lot of like famous actors now and stuff. Like he's doing a lot of major things. And his story is intriguing because he started cooking because he was taking care of his mom. His mom had a stroke, and then like he was in acting school. He's been on a Tyra Banks show. He's in movies and everything. He quit all that, came home, and started taking care of his mom. Through that, he started growing like he got like he got the lot next to his house, so he started growing vegetables and stuff. So he started like cooking everything fresh. So he would just post what he was cooking for his mom, and people started asking for it. So he started selling platters, and that became a big thing. Then he started catering. So he's doing like big catering events. He catered Gabby's 316 last year. Every time I have him in my house, he does all the caterings for that. And now he's just doing the shit like big for like actors and everything. Like well-known actors at that. So I think he got a really good story I want to tell. Me and JK, we linking up, I believe, like towards the end part of November. Like I feel like this year I'm trying to do a lot of collaborations. I think like you're gonna get some episodes of me by myself. I was gonna do that for the first episode, but I figured I had my man Ed on. We gonna shoot the shit for like, I don't know, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll see where it go. But I'm like revamping it. I'm waiting on some equipment to come. I got some stuff. This is like a different look. I want a different look. So I'm excited. But I won't be nothing is dropping at all until November because I fly. I'm about to be off the DR on Wednesday, and I'm about to be going for like 7 days.
Get him a little passport boys.
No.
Passport boys.
No.
He's gonna be in the story. It's like, we're the close friends.
Nah.
He's gonna create a family and leave.
No, I'm just going. Got a little trip that I need to take, man. I just need, I've been hitting the ground hard. Pause the last couple months, just doing a lot of, in-house stuff, family stuff, therapeutic stuff for myself. And yeah, now I just need some time for myself. Like I'm doing a podcast right now, and I'm helping do homework. Like I need a little break. So when I get back,
I can say that's definitely something that I'm not really good at. Like I'll take a day off here or there, but I don't actually. Traveling isn't really like a big deal to me. So I don't really care that much to travel.
What?
Yeah.
When I first of all, I'm out of work. Today was the last time working until November. I'm off all the way through to like November 2nd. And Tuesday,
money because it's the 17th.
Tuesday, when Kanaya get here, I hope she watching. When Kanaya get here to get Jordan, I'm off the clock. My flight is Wednesday morning, I believe at 8:00. Wait, I'm lying. I got to drop Jordan up to school Wednesday morning because I think Kanaya is coming after. But when Jordan, I give her that kiss on the forehead and she go in the schoolyard, I'm out. I'm gone. And shout out to Jordan Teacher.
Yo,
Shout out to
gonna
Jordan.
hit you heard him. You gonna run the schoolyard?
Boy.
I got. Oh my god. I'll talk to you. So I got a funny story to tell you about Jordan. She be stirring up some trouble, but yeah.
She go to school. My daddy like you, miss.
Jordan Teacher is oh.
Send me her green. Send me her green. But no,
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
but no, shout out to that. Definitely can't wait to see the show return. Like I said, that show is in my my weekly rotation of shows. Like when I slot the podcast that I watch almost the way people slot their TV shows. So it'd be like, yo, when you said you was going to hiatus, I'm like, wait, that kind of threw me off. Because when I'm going to replace with that slot that I watch. But I think that's dope. Don't laugh
But it's
too
important
hard.
It's important.
Don't laugh too hard, Joe.
It's going to, you gotta take breaks, bro. Like you gotta take them breaks, man. It'd be a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take. This for me, that was always my plan anyway. I was never gonna run 52 weeks. That was not gonna happen. So I always knew like a big break was coming. It was just supposed to be from like June to September, and I took it a little late. And then hopefully when I plan to drop a show, I'll actually be available for the show, given my situation that I've landed myself in. But that's neither here nor there.
Baby on the way.
Oh, fuck no.
We gonna have like 3-4 conversations.
I'd rather wrestle alligators than have another baby.
Going out the country. He's about to catch a case. My man got material for months.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot happening. It's a lot happened in them 2 months that I was going, like a lot. So
okay, definitely. But can't wait for the show to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, you're also looking at the new host of A Safe Space for Men. It's going to have a different look to it, but I'm going to hold it down while my guy Ron does his time. But no, Jay.
I'm going to go from airplane Ron to jumpsuit Ron.
Hey, yeah.
Free the real. But no, shout out to my guy, J King, Mr. Player Wave himself. This Saturday, he had asked me a couple weeks ago, and everything lined up that I was in Philly that weekend, and he asked me to come through and do an episode for the return of his show, Brotherly Love, Sisterly Advice. And I was like, bet. So we went in there, and the first episode was a little brutal.
You and sis was going at it.
I
was just like eating my popcorn, like yeah.
It was a lot of shots going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has 2 clips floating around as like testers for the episode, and I was like, when she called me a broke ass.
Yo, I ain't never seen Ant get his ego so bad in a condo.
I was like, you know what? I was like, you entertain the clown, you become part of the circus. It's not that. I fucked up when she was like, you look like a bum. Look at your hoodie. Man, this is Ralph Lauren, special edition Olympics, exclusive. You'll have a hard time finding this. I didn't even tell you that part.
I said, tall heavy, bro. Tall heavy.
She went there, and then when I asked her what was her plaid shirt, she had the stutters.
and she didn't know there was a plaid shirt. This is a plaid.
What's a plaid shirt? I said, sis, come on.
But also, we talked on the side after the show, and she's actually going to be a guest host. I can't wait. That is going to be a fire episode. And I switched my topic up a little bit because I mean, when you got your bros, you gotta sometimes you gotta do a little behind the back pass to your bros. So I had a topic that I wanted to do, and I was like, you know what? I ran through my topics and let him know. I'm like, yo, pick one of the topics, whatever one you want. So I got to my very last topic, and I was kind of like, I low-key didn't want to say that one out loud to be like, oh, I read all my topics, but no, he took the topic, and we actually, I think that's not going to be on the episode you release on Friday, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that next week.
That's going to be a future episode, but I mean, we took that episode and we cooked. I'm not even going to tell the people that it's about independent women.
That was a good one, and I'm glad you had topics on deck, and that's definitely.
Nah, it was. So I'm still gonna revisit that topic, but I'm gonna wait till after your show, so you let your show cook, and then I can take your clips.
Yeah, that would be fun, though. Do that, because I felt like we did talk about a lot, but it was a whole bunch of stuff we could have got into more about independent women, because we kind of veered off, but it's that gonna be fire. Definitely do that. That'd be fire.
Ryan, real quick, look at the private chat. But definitely, Joe, tell the good. I'm definitely glad to see your show return, because also your show is like, no matter which show you drop that week, I definitely enjoy your podcast, because it's like Joe is always laid back, Mr. Too Cool, but he has like different hats that he puts on when he does different shows. He has different personalities. That's why he's like an episode of Martin. whatever scene he on, I mean, when he's doing Upgrade Your Game, he's like real studious, suit jacket on. And so at this portion of your life, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? When his brotherly love, sisterly advice, he's a little bit more relaxed, and he's like, but this is what I think about the topic, XYZ. You gotta bring them J. King lives back. Them J. King lives.
You be unhinged.
He's an unhinged beast. He
turned
into the Incredible Hulk. I mean, I remember the first one you released. I was sitting there, I was looking at my phone, and I was like, I had to pick my phone up because I just had it like laying on the seat, letting YouTube play. And then I was like, I haven't seen this Joe since he was drinking Hennessy.
Yeah.
So,
that night, but yeah.
But tell the good people what they can expect on your episode, which is actually dropping tomorrow, if I'm not wrong.
Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Playaway TV on YouTube. It's going to be me, my bro, and my sis. They both going at it like, Tyson and he backed out. But yeah, they definitely going at it. We talking about Little Baby's ex. Her ex posted some, Little Baby's girlfriend ex posted some crazy shit. And we talking about jealous exes on social media. That shit gonna be crazy, so y'all gotta tune in.
It's a fire episode. Make sure you check that out on Playaway TV, like he said. It should be dropping.
Ryan and my sister gonna have to go at it next in November, so Ryan just, yeah. Y'all it's gonna be like a motherfucking bomb next to another bomb. That shit gonna be crazy.
Ryan versus Hollywood. I think the funny thing about Hollywood is that
she don't give a fuck and Ryan don't give a fuck. That's all you gotta say.
Also, she's like, y'all like watching a WWE match because like, Joe, you like the good guy, the guy that everybody roots for, and it's like we might not always agree with you, but it's like, all right, I can see where all right, cool. With her, she's like the hill where when you see her and she give these like real poignant, like borderline niggas ain't shit type of perspectives, it makes you want to hate her. So people already come with animosity.
You know the crazy thing? People love her, yo. Like literally, like they really love her. Like that's how she ended up on Talk Heavy. They just love that shit. Like they love her.
The City Girls broke up. We're past that phase.
But one thing I do, because I got a little insight, like her personality on camera, that's not how she is off camera. Like
no, that's her. That's
yeah.
100%.
So
really,
Ryan, I'm gonna give you.
Like she's not doing that as an act. Like motherfuckers be like, "No, is that shit?" No, she's like that in real life. Right.
But Ryan, this is what I'm going to tell you to do to make sure you have a good episode. When you walk in, start talking a bunch of shit before the camera come on.
Yeah.
I walked in.
Yeah.
Pissed her smooth off. And I mean, the first time we did a podcast, the one we did a year ago, pissed her smooth off. And I walked in like real argumentative, aggressive. And then when the camera came on, I was like, so, I mean, when we discussed this, and she's like,
yep. 360. She ain't know how to handle it, but yeah.
But nah, definitely can't wait. Should be a fire one. Like I said, can't wait for Ron to come back. Ron, any last words for the people?
Just wants to, give y'all flowers, man. I'm real proud of both of y'all, man. Y'all here doing good things. Y'all staying consistent. Black brothers that's doing a whole bunch of positive things. Joe, all the work you doing, and you staying consistent with the podcast. Neither one of y'all brothers is in trouble. Like y'all good examples of what black men need to be. So just kudos to y'all.
Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate that. What about you, Joe? Any last words for the good people?
Tune in tomorrow. I appreciate both of y'all, man. Yo, you know it'd be crazy if we all just do. We gotta do one more on Ryan John too. Ryan John was crazy.
Absolutely.
I'm man, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Love both of y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
Also, as you guys know, let me put my glasses on so I look real presidential like.
He's trying to be like me, y'all. Just he trying to be like
so me. Wow. You wearing them because you trying to be cool. I'm wearing them because I need them. But as y'all know, it is election season. I am not endorsing any particular candidate because y'all know Sir King ain't money for 2024 president. Niggas need me. But no, I encourage everybody to vote. I actually cast my ballot last week. And
quick question. You gonna let me run the Defense Department?
Yeah, I mean,
Ryan just gonna hit the bomb. Just say he's just gonna be like, that country fucking with me.
We gonna be sitting there in the decision room. So now they're gonna little bomb them. I didn't. We
gotta keep Ryan away from the button. We gotta keep him away from the nukes. You know what I'm saying?
I got a whole. That's gonna be a whole episode for me, or a portion of one of my upcoming episodes, because this narrative that like black men not voting for Harris is like a bad thing. Like, there's white men, Chinese men, called Asian men not voting for Harris.
I endorse everybody to vote for the better candidate who's clearly, you guys see who the better candidate is. Neither one of them served in the military. But I ain't even finished my joke. We're gonna be in the decision room, and I'm gonna be like, all right, so this country is getting a little intrusive. Ron on the other side of the room, bomb them. Ron, I didn't even say what they did yet. But no, I just want to say I appreciate y'all brothers for coming through today. I always appreciate people that put time aside to come to my humble podcast, And Money for President 2024, and live every day like it's your last, but make sure you are prepared for tomorrow. God bless and good night, good people.
Peace and blessings.